Today I'm going to show you how to complete the District 7 Asset Register. On my computer, I've set up a folder to place all the Asset Register information. I've called this folder the name of my brigade, so it's Mythical Brigade Asset Register. Inside this folder, I've placed a copy of the District 7 Asset Register, but I've called it the 2019 Mythical Brigade Asset Register. I've also created two other folders within this folder. The first folder is called Asset Register Photos. This is where I will place photos of all of the assets that the brigade owns. I've also created a folder called Asset Register Receipts. This is where we will either scan receipts for assets that we purchased and place the PDF versions in this folder, or we will simply just take a photo of the receipt and place the photo in this folder. I'll open the Mythical Brigade Asset Register, and this is what it looks like. At the top, I've placed the name of my brigade, Mythical Fire Brigade. Anytime we change the asset register, we need to change the date, so we know we're working on the most current version. And today's date is the 7th of the 7th, 2019. Let's complete the first asset then. The first asset that we're going to complete today is a digital air fryer that the brigade has purchased. I'll tab across and I'll put the make in here. And now I'll tab across and I'll put the model in here. The serial number you'll get from the serial number plate on the asset, and in this case it is how many items do we have? Well, we only have one digital air fryer. Tab across, and it's located in the kitchen. The date that we purchased the air fryer was the 3rd of July, and we purchased it for $69.99. And it was purchased by the brigade. In most instances, it will be the brigade. The disposal date, we're not going to put anything in here because we haven't disposed of the asset. But if we were to sell the asset or get rid of it, then we'd put the date in here and the amount. So if the air fryer dies in a few years' time and we throw it out, we'll just put the disposal date in here and there won't be an amount. If we on-sell it, then we put the amount in here. Now I'll just move the sheet across. In here, we'll put the receipt number, and I've labelled the receipt for this asset 1R for receipt. Tab across, and the photo, I've labelled 1A for asset. So I've filled in the sheet for the first asset. Let's have a look at those folders that we set up earlier on, and we'll notice in the photos, 1A for asset, so that picture aligns with that first line, and asset register receipts, 1R for receipt. So if we go back to the asset register, 1R for receipt and 1A for photo. Now we would just continue working our way through the sheet with the rest of the assets that the brigade owns. A second way that you could fill this sheet in is down the bottom. You could label that kitchen, and you could put all the kitchen items into the sheet. Then you could create another tab, you could call it meeting room and put the assets that are in the meeting room, FCV, tanker, garage, whatever way that you would like to set it up that suits you the best. That ends the lesson on how to complete the District 7 Asset Register.